He never made much noise. While others shouted to be heard, he watched. While others rushed to be seen, he stayed still. Not because he was weak, but because he was building something. Day after day, before the sun rose and long after it set, he worked. Alone, uncelebrated, with nothing to prove, but everything to give. The floor was always covered in dust, his fingers ink-stained or bruised. Some days, the work was flawless. Most days, it wasn't. But he showed up anyway. There was no audience, no applause, just the rhythm of breath, the feel of grain beneath his hands, the knowing, deep inside, that something was being made. And though no one asked about it, he kept going, because he didn't need permission to build what mattered. There were moments he wondered if it even mattered, while others laughed, while they gathered, while they were praised, he stayed behind. There were days when the silence felt heavier than the tools, but still, he kept carving, he kept writing. Because some things are not made for recognition, they're made for truth. One day someone paused, just for a moment. They looked, not long, not with awe, but enough. Enough to remind him that what he built had presence, that even if it was quiet, it was real. And slowly, the silence began to echo. Word spread, not in headlines, but in whispers. People came, first out of curiosity, then out of respect. No one could quite explain why. It wasn't flashy, it didn't beg to be seen, but it had depth, and in a world of noise, depth is magnetic. They began to ask, who made this? And finally, the builder stood in the light of what he had built. He didn't smile out of pride. He smiled because he knew. He hadn't built for praise. He had built because he had to. And now it stood, undeniable, not loud, but lasting. What they saw was the result. But what mattered most was the man he had become while building it. So build in silence. Let them forget you. Let them underestimate you. Let the world look away. Just keep going. Because one day, they won't be able to ignore what you've built. And more importantly, you won't be able to ignore who you've become.